Hello everybody and welcome back to Infinity Nikki. Hopefully we will be finishing the Golden Season patch today. The last time I played it was like a couple of days ago. I wasn't all that impressed because the story was just not gripping me. I had made the decision to not spend in this patch cycle because, well, it's not that impressive to me. And also I have read a statement that has really shocked me from another user, which was, a lot of people pay a lot of money for this game, and this person justified it as, I see paying for Infinity Nikki like paying for a therapist. Because instead of going to therapy, they go home and they play a cozy game. And I like this gacha, don't get me wrong. And I'm even on the creator. I'm even an official partnered creator. But I don't like it when people develop unhealthy relationships with what is in essence a product. This is just a bunch of pixels on your screen, and 10 years from now it will probably not exist anymore because every live service game has a very limited amount of time that it actually exists for. If you need therapy, please go and find a therapist and pay for your mental health, because that is gonna outlive a singular live service gacha game that is just here to extract money from you. That is not an okay statement. And I don't want people to be thinking about this game as such. I already make sure that when I'm live streaming this game, I'm playing on no fear of missing out account, so we don't do any new content, and we don't pull on anything that's not in a permanent banner, and we don't buy anything on that one. And with my main account, it is an average patch, lads, so I'm not gonna be spending anything. But also, the kind of attachment some people have to this game kind of terrifies me. Especially considering that I had seen quite a few of live service games die, and quite a few MMOs die. I'm not new to that, and when you're investing into a game like that, you're bound to get some serious mental health issues when this game does eventually sunset. So if you're making any purchase decisions, any pull decisions, keep that in mind, that this game is not for forever. You are paying for your excitement at the moment, like you would in a casino, except that you can't win any real money cash prizes. So just please keep track of your expenses, and if you need mental health help, go and see a real therapist. Don't pay for Infinity Nikki. This is not your therapist. Anyway, let's just finish. Get the story over with. Let's finish and let's move on from this patch. I'm kind of just planning to relax this month, honestly. I'm not planning to do a lot of things inside Infinity Nikki. Previous patch came with housing. There was a lot of stuff to do. The patch before that was Danking Island, and there was a lot of stuff to do. I don't view this patch as having a lot of stuff to do, so I'm not gonna be doing a lot of things in game, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna play something else and focus on my real life. Let me sum up the plot for you so far in this conversation. Who are you again? I think his name was Raggy. He is actually from the main storyline. He couldn't recognize the Miss Sexy, that's what I'm gonna be calling her. They have a back and forth about her ability to hide as other individuals, also PC, so it's merely an outfit change, really. She met with her friend in Xixia while investigating Threadstar, who make outfits out of PCs. Her friend only came into existence a couple years ago because they weave in dark magic into these recycled clothes so they can't reawaken as like a ghost consciousness. And all I can think of is, okay, so A, you're recycling clothes. B, you're preventing a ghost infestation from appearing inside said clothes. And this is bad how? Like, you are recycling and not allowing somebody's sad past life memories to reawaken. Like, that seems like a win-win for me, but I have a feeling that I'm missing something, maybe?
No wonder.
The way that the banner outfit ties into the story is that it seems to be the costume of the play performed by Julie's friend before she died. Well, she was still alive and wasn't a pixie. So that's that. When I try to put things into sentences, they end up sounding kind of confused. Because the sentence tends to be long and convoluted.
She went over that long.
I have spent my time in this story making a berry juice that lets me track
We have to hurry.
the missing suitcase. The only thing that's kinda amusing for me in the story is that it was made by Gordon, which was that weird surgeon-like PC, and he named it If Only I Had More Floragale Cloth, and repeated that name over and over again, which one can only assume to be an overt ask for more Floragale cloth.
Help! Help! Oh, why does this always happen to me?
Stop! Don't hurt him! Now then, why did you attack Benny? Who are you? If you don't answer, we'll have to treat you as a suspect and detain you.
Chase them! Kidnapping.
Kidnapping? What do you know?
Come on!
Why is absolutely everyone trying to catch the mentally not quite right PC and asking them questions like, we need to detain you as a suspect or figure out who you are, and not like, here you go, Grandpa, here is a very nice room for you to spend the rest of your life because you're obviously quite unsettled and can't take care of yourself. I found the suitcase. I also got to listen to a guy that absolutely hates the mentally ill PC because she has patches on her, and so does he, so he tends to cover his bath up with bubbles so that he can't see his own body. Are the developers just trying to project mental illnesses onto tiny rag creatures because they are just about far away from humans enough for them to be able to explore their own personal insecurities and issues that they're having? The last failure, the storm will always come, and in the end, the codenamed Golden Vision, once completed, a perfect harvest awaits. That's pretty ominous.
Lullabies she sang to herself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Small flower, braids in rose, the dream
Threadstar would sometimes make costumes for more than one PC, and apparently if you sew one PC onto another, you imbue one PC's memories into the other. So Leora has a patch from a little dead girl who was named Leah. They're bad and everything, but this is like such an intriguing idea. Imagine Frankensteining a person from multiple people. Like how Frankenstein was. Would he have memories of his left arm and right arm? Considering that they came from different people, or his left leg and right leg, or his torso, or how would those body parts intermingle when it comes to the essence that's left behind? Is kind of what this game is currently exploring through the medium of PCs. Except that because it's the medium of PCs, it's not quite as interesting as disturbing as this could have been. So, top-notch writing, wrong actors for it. Okay, the 4-star outfit is just Leora's own memories.
Find the last.
Where she's like, oh, I remember being a child and playing in the sweet fields and how carefree I was and how fun all that was. This is probably one of the lamest reasons to have a 4-star ever. Not every outfit needs to be like meaningful story-wise. You can't just sell outfits for the sake of selling outfits, you know? You don't like need to write in all of this because this is almost a non sequitur. This is another kind of 4-star outfit that, just like in the previous banner, if it was a 4-star outfit by itself, instead of connected to a 5-star, I would probably pull for it. Like, it's just so wonderfully childish and carefree. I like the accessories, I like the wings, I like the poofy skirt, but if I'm not deliberately pulling for a full 5-star, then doing half of the banner just to get a 4-star for 90 pulls is kind of a mistake, in my opinion. Anyway, the thief of the suitcase, and therefore the person that's most involved with Red Star, has fed birds from time to time, so we're gonna be using the power of birds to call them to us and then see if they can take us to where their regular feeding person went. I'm not entirely sure that I'm even like following that. Like, if somebody fed the crow and then I came to the same spot and then I fed the crow wouldn't be like, righty dokie, sir, and take me to that other person that fed the crow. That's not normally how birds work. Unless, of course, you think that the person that stole the suitcase is just casually hanging out in the crow's nest. In which case, they wouldn't come out to feed the birds. They would just feed the birds where the birds are. Oh, we're just asking the birds directly through Momo, so Momo can't just like speak cat, he can also speak bird, which is new? I guess animal language is just universal? We have deduced that the thief that is involved with Red Star must be hiding inside the Ripple estate because they're kind of hiding in plain sight and this would mask their scent because, well, winery. And I am back in my anti-fairy FOMO outfit. Seriously, the crystal poems from the regular banner was like such a great investment just because of how many different times I ended up using it after it just recoloring it slightly. Like, this is such a sparkly and excellent outfit that it legitimately doesn't even make me want to have the fairy outfit, even though the fairy outfit is, you know, different enough that it is playful and whimsical and cute, but I'm just happy with what I have in my closet, man. Okay, welcome to the dungeon. It makes my dress extra shiny, which I do appreciate. I am hoping to find some gameplay in here, not only boxes. I mean, I do enjoy breaking boxes as much as other person, but... you know, dungeons normally imply gameplay, right? Okay, he was a piece of gameplay. These two are pieces of gameplay. It does kind of feel nice to be in an alternative version of Ripple Estate. Go, platforms, go! Oh, that wasn't a lot of going with the platform.
So it's been you all along. Colleen, this time you won't get away.
She said that in such a very calm tone. She's like, oh, so it was you. This time, you won't get away. As if she's not in a rush at all. It's like nothing to find in here. It's just one very straightforward place. Oh, I assume lamps are irrelevant. Because I was about to ask, is being seen by lamps bad? Good? Well, that was a fairly easy segment, provided I don't get flooded in here. I don't really trust it when water does this thing. I mean, floating up and down is one thing, but... it waves kinda... kinda extremely. Okay. Seeing Raggy yell, taste my fist, well, oh, yep, there's an invisible wall in there, I didn't think of that. Well, flying really slowly was kind of funny to see. This is very thick water. I don't know what they put in it, but Nikki moves through it like she would move through jello. Then again, she normally dies whenever she touches water, so I suppose I understand why she would be very careful about it. She's like, what, I'm not dead? This water is not watery enough to insta-kill me? What? It has to be one of those really weird allergies, right? I mean, you can be allergic to water, but you don't tend to just explode upon touching water, normally. Which makes me think that, like, Nikki's like a fairy, which, you know, can't touch iron. Nikki just can't touch water. So any liquid, she's very concerned about. Well, she can touch falling water, just not still water, which is normally a vampire thing. Or deep running water. That is also not an okay thing. Okay, at least now we get a decent amount of choo-choo rides. I appreciate this. What's the nice thing about the first Ripple Estate? Oh, okay. I fell off that. I also appreciate her ability to be entirely standing still on those moving platforms.
Colleen, you've got nowhere left to run.
Tell us where the fabric is, or do you want to taste my fist again?
Finally, we've got you. Your Threadstar goons have been so cruel to the PCs. Now it's time for you to pay.
Raggy is like
Spill it.
so violent and abusive, but because it's coming from like a Stuffed puppet.
The entire time the suitcase had been stolen.
This doesn't sound
Where
right.
was Tommy and Pommy?
Like a teddy bear going, "Take my fist."
Right. Spill it. How'd you pull it off?
Nikki, we've been tricked. Those rascals actually dared to come after us, and they even injured Julie.
What? Julie is still alive. No way. But the suitcase thief is here, so who's going to attack Madame Julie? You've got accomplices, don't you? You're not the only Threadstar remnants hiding throughout the Ripple estate.
Wait, would this
Please don't
mean
panic.
that people
Madame
that
Julie's
made
only injured.
clothes out of haunted clothes became haunted clothes themselves upon death?
Accomplice. Neither of you are getting away.
Can we just like make a dress out of them? That seems like the most logical karma that I can think of.
Stitching, stitching, endless stitching. Ugh, if only I'd already perfected the immortal fabric.
Immortal fabric? What a crazy idea. I like it, but I don't think I'll be needing it. This little wound won't leave a single stitch mark.
Julie. Madame Julie, are you all right?
Do not worry, my dear. If you ask where I was hurting the most, I would have to say not being able to use the strongest detergent for a while was truly heartbreaking.
You always make it sound so easy. What exactly happened? Who did this?
I'd have to say I was pretty lucky, if it weren't for my friend over there.
Her again. Madame Julie, are you saying that she attacked you?
She saved my life, dear.
Earlier, a swarm of Esslings suddenly appeared in the village. Julie said they were after her. She told our leader to protect the others, then drove the Esslings away. Then, there was some sudden commotion that shook the windows open. I quickly floated over and saw Julie injured, with this PC lying beside her.
Even I couldn't see exactly what happened. Luckily, she was fast and agile. She suddenly darted out from nowhere and pushed me out of the way. Thank you very much, my dear friend.
I wonder if she's so crazy,
She saved Madame Julie.
that PC, because all of her scraps on her are made from different
What
people.
is she trying to do?
So she's carrying memories of like 20 people in one.
Odin, is she badly hurt? Can you fix her?
Of course, thanks to Julie's Floragale cloth, but
Nikki, I think she wants to say something.
Chase them!
Hello? What do you mean? Who are you chasing? Don't worry, take your time. You're safe here.
Leah.
Leah? Leora, could it be that she suddenly leapt at you because she sensed Leah's presence? But how would she even know Leah? Could it be? Small flower breathes in rose.
What I'm taking from this is that being haunted fabric
Grits glows.
is complex. And maybe it's best if there isn't any haunted fabric in the world, which Threadstar seems to have been managing just fine by recycling that fabric into new dresses.
She seems calmer now. I'll try playing this lullaby on the violin. Hopefully, she can rest peacefully in the music and dream without any
I am
pain.
gonna completely be cutting that, because whenever Nikki plays the violin, it sounds dreadful. I don't know why she keeps on insisting on soothing people with it.
this patchy PC, this is utterly mad. I'm still checking, but yes, every single piece of fabric on her body comes from the body of a different PC.
Called it!
That's just
That PC is made out practically entirely out of patches, and he's like, I'll try to remove all of her patches to see if that calms her mind. This is legitimately like going, yeah, so I'm just gonna amputate 60% of your body. I hope that's fine. Like, I hope you can live with that. This game is doing story recap every 30 minutes for me.
Nikki, let's head to Prosperville to check.
In case I went to a 2-hour break inside my toilet and completely forgot about what was happening with the story. I don't understand why it's doing that.
So that was you?
I just told the guards what's happening. The Red Star's gaining momentum, but I was careless.
Leora and that patchy PC lady. What are you trying to say?
Hello, Kingdom Guards. I'm Scarlet the Seeker, former Kingdom Guard reporting in.
Miss Scarlet was a member of the Kingdom Guards. She's the one who uncovered Threadstar's plot, leading to Operation Starstrike. Also, she's Leah's mother. What? What are you talking about?
Let me explain. I discovered Threadstar's conspiracy all because of Leah. Leah was my daughter, a lovely girl. Unfortunately, she was sick and left me too soon.
Right, and this time we're not
always
even
kept her
playing with
clothes by my bed,
real-life
pretending
corpses.
She never left. I missed her dearly. Then one day, her clothes disappeared. A tiny PC appeared in their place. She turned to me and called me Mama. I thought this PC
That's
was a
really
blessing from the
cute,
gods,
but
so I
it's a
called
bit
her Leah.
weird, not gonna lie.
I cared for her fabric. We played, and I sang Leah's favorite song. Small flower braids in rows, the dreaming child with secrets glows. Ah, happy days. I always slept with a smile on my face, until she vanished too. Gone without a trace, like she never existed. I looked everywhere, but never found her.
So to save yourself from
So I
heartache,
started
your
investigating
kingdom
all the pieces
obviously
of the
instated a
missing
law
pieces.
that upon a
Hoping
person's
to find
death,
clue.
their clothes need to
That's
be
when I
burned or
noticed
recycled,
the
right?
Star. The Kingdom Guards took it seriously, and Operation Starstrike succeeded. Red Star was seemingly gone, but I still wasn't able to find my dear Leah. No matter where I looked, I never saw her again. Later, I left the guards and died alone, still searching for my baby girl. I was then reborn as a PC. This broken pocket watch stopped exactly at the time Leah left. I wear it always. I swore on it.
When Leah died the
Whether
first time or
home
when
or
Leah
away,
died the second
whether it
time? You
takes a
have to
day or
specify these
100
things.
years, I will find my Leah. After a while, I began sewing pieces of the victim PCs onto myself, piecing together their memories. to
Okay,
find the
gruesome.
truth. I've followed those memories ever since.
Threadstar kidnapped Leah and turned her into... That's why you were so emotional seeing Leora. You were sensing Leah.
Yes, those memories confused my mind, but I will never forget Leah's presence. Leah, my little Leah, I miss you so much.
Right. Your actual child died hundreds of years ago. I understand grief, but this is not how we deal with the grieving process.
Leah knows your voice.
I know. I followed Benny here because I suspected that over the decades, he's been helping Threadstar pick kidnapping targets.
Wait, so you think Benny is a member of Threadstar? That's why you attacked him?
Attack? I did chase him, but I didn't succeed.
The guy stabbed himself.
What a liar. Benny wasn't at the fermentation zone his first day at the estate. I found him there, but that was early on the second morning.
Wait, that's the day after the first poisoning case. A whole entire day after Benny claimed he was attacked.
His first day hiding in the estate, I couldn't follow him inside. The next day, I followed him to the fermentation zone, trying to catch him. I was distracted by a noise, probably one of his accomplices. He escaped, and I wasn't able to attack him.
The so-called attack was just a setup. I understand now. We need to catch Benny quickly. Don't worry. Gordon asked Jenny to keep him locked up. Both he and Colleen have already been detained.
Unfortunately, the PC who attacked Julie used some forbidden power to strike from a distance. I didn't see them, so I can't be sure if it was Benny.
That's okay. You get some rest. I'll take it from here. I'm heading back to Ripple Estate to have a talk with them.
Okay, the second half of the patch. The plot is now at B+ territory. I love the amount of gruesomeness there is in here. It's just really executed with entirely the wrong people.
And gave me a bouquet of flowers.
These Cheez-Its are really spicy.
On me even more than
I was gonna say,
as if the light could also
if you ever have body problems, where you have like giant scars,
Sorry for rambling.
just so you know, by this game's logic, the most likely piece of clothes that you can reincarnate into
If what I know about him isn't
is a piece of
entirely
clothes
based on
that have
lies,
like the exact same
not
problem
someone
as
who's
you,
good at
so
keeping
like top
secrets.
notch.
All right, leave it to me. Momo, let's go ask Benny some questions.
Considering my scoliosis, I can't wait to become a Quasimodo puppet after I die. I like the idea that he's being kept in place with pitchforks. I tried interrogating two people and, well, two flying round pillows. And Nikki doesn't have enough evidence, so now it's the time to go back and forth. I have an idea as to how the 5-star outfit comes into this. And it's probably to just like guilt trip or to jog one of the people's memories. And if I am correct, that's gonna be so incredibly lame. Well, we now have evidence to prove that the guy up there was involved with ThreadStar, which only operated for 23 years. And everyone that was involved with them, like the ringleaders, they got sentenced to death. And people with minor offenses got sentenced to 100 years imprisonment with forced labor, which makes me think, were the minor involved people PCs? Do people just live above 100 years in this universe? How does that work? Is that life imprisonment, or if you wake up as Cloth Ghost, do you keep on going, or the heck? Well, I just interrogated hallucination 3 times over. Rather, someone's memory of a hallucination, and then had to ask for how detergents combine and how they work with each other to figure out that a person that touched 2 detergents was the one that did it, which is Benny. I still don't know how the witch outfit comes into this, if it does at all.
You've gone to prison for a century and still don't get it? A bad seed always bears bad fruit. Some mistakes should never have been made.
You don't know anything! What if that bad seed was just me being born? What if his dream was to be a perfect star, but an accident ruined his face? What if I was born from the nightmare wrapped in that damaged costume from such a disaster?
Okay, I will say a bad seed always bears bad fruit. Kind of reminds me of some Chinese proverbs, which tend to be used to be justifying some really horrifying shit. Like being very mean towards family members of people that have committed crimes. Except that those proverbs are a tiny bit different, such as a tiger never bears a kitten and things like that. Which is... I can't get behind that. I can't get behind the bad seed always bears bad fruit. That is horrifying as a thought as to what it shows when projected onto a very human society and how certain cultures think.
That seed wasn't bad. Even with that scar, you're still an excellent talent scout, helping a country girl step onto the stage. And your insistence on prop safety spared her from the same fate.
How? How did you know? Cersei?
Yes.
I've always wanted to ask her something. If I had not insisted on the original schedule that day, would she never have fallen?
She was doomed to die. She was investigating Threadstar's costumes and was targeted.
How come? No, I should have known. I rented those costumes. I just didn't dare to think about it. I always... After I got out, I was a ragged scrap with a 100-year sentence, shunned by everyone. Only Threadstar gave me a chance to keep creating perfect stars. So I told myself it was okay, that I was just a fringe PC on the sidelines. I stole the suitcase, but I didn't want to think about what was inside it. I kidnapped the PCs, but I didn't want to see what happened to them afterward.
A crime is still a crime, no matter how you tried to dodge it before.
So,
This time you still bared your claws at Madame
when he
Julie.
was originally
You tried to kill
sentenced,
her.
was he still human or no?
I didn't. I'm not
Was he
qualified to do
executed
such
and
an
then his
important mission.
clothes forced to
Colonel
work
assigned my
out a
tasks.
sentence?
Shouldn't
Because
even
that
tell
is
him Julie was still
especially
alive.
cruel. That is a lot worse than clothes recycling.
Leora, do you remember that when we were investigating in the Ripple wine cellar, Colleen said that too?
She did. She seemed unaware that Julie faked her death.
The attack on Madame Julie. Could the real mastermind still be hiding in the abandoned district? We need to ask Colleen again.
She won't cooperate. She joined Threadstar to find her missing twin brother. That's the only thing she truly cares about.
Missing? What else do you know about Colleen?
She'd rather talk to birds than to other PCs. Maybe because she once had a celeb crow named Cece. She's always been closer to those birds than PCs.
Cece? Could it be...
This scarf! Tommy said Mr. Simon and his sister once raised a celeb crow called Cece together.
Oh, cool. So she worked for an organization that killed her twin brother,
Yes, already.
and she was looking for him the whole time.
Tommy and borrow Mr. Simon's relics. I think we have a lot to discuss with Colleen now.
I do appreciate that pitchfork in my field of view.
You'd better help her see things clearly. She doesn't need to live the way I did.
There's just one more thing, Benny. The regret from back then shaped who I am today. A patched up me. Someone with courage and patience. No longer afraid to face the truth. All the wounds, regrets, mistakes. Every...
If only Leora had told Benny this sooner. Benny's done so many bad things.
This again? Ask away. You're wasting your time. That's where you're wrong. We've discovered something we'd like to show you. Tommy informed us this scarf belonged to a late senior columnist. He was on his way home, planning to give this scarf with its subtle bird embroidery to his sister. Because they once raised a celeb crow named Cece. Where is he? What do you mean by late senior columnist?
This is the most interesting way of saying your brother died.
A PC that had been born from that person's clothing. His name is Simon. We were able to locate his whereabouts within your ledger. I didn't mean to. I didn't know. I
didn't know.
This is so satisfying. Just being like, you murdered your own
This
brother.
letter was meant for you. It's possible he may have taken on a new PC name to conceal his true identity, hoping to meet you again someday. But I'm sure that hearing that new name, it must have felt very unfamiliar to you.
I've been waiting for him to come home. I took my medicine. I took good care of Cece. I promised, even sick, I'd live longer than Cece, longer than him. I wrote the newspaper letter to every address listed in our book. Later, I went knocking door to door. None of them knew. He'd gone too far away.
But was this when you both were
I then
humans,
became
or...
PC, and my brother. There must be another PC born from his closet. I waited and waited for such a long time. I kept all of his clothes safe. But why, brother, why did you leave me all alone?
His strongest wish was to go home and see his sister. He only had the clothing he wore outside. The road home was too long. Why did you think joining Threadstar would help you find your brother?
The final costume, the forbidden outfit, can capture every gaze and control every mind. So many people walk the streets of Sichi and beyond. There are so many cities that are just like it. I won't be able to find my brother in all of that. Unless the outfit's finished. Whoever wears it only needs to stand on the stage and ask one question for me. That's all.
Well, don't worry, we found your brother.
So that's Threadstar's ultimate goal? That's absolutely crazy. You knew
Yeah, why
all
didn't
that
they
it
just
was
get
his
some
power.
stylists like Nikki to make that outfit
Fully
for
aware
them?
that
After
pieces
all,
in order
she
to
is a
be
god.
Had loved ones who would be devastated, their hearts broken because of your actions. You know that pain better than anyone.
To hurt others for your own desires. That's incredibly selfish.
Enough of this, Colleen. Don't you ever commit these evil acts again.
I'm sorry.
Is there anyone else?
I want you to be honest and tell us who your accomplice is.
If it's not Benny, then I'm really not sure. I can't seem to figure out if Julie is really dead, or what the fabric I took was even about. The orders have always come from someone behind the scenes, Threadstar's founder. The forbidden outfit is almost complete. Julie is a natural star, and the Golden Vision is aimed at using her as the final material.
So, you're telling us there's a hidden boss giving you orders?
So you're telling me if I murder Julie, I can get an awesome dress?
Yet they somehow saw through Madame Julie's fake death and responded right away. They couldn't have reacted so fast without being at the scene. This matches the plan between Madame Julie and Leora. Right here, in the abandoned district, lies the true mastermind behind all of Threadstar's evil plans. The problem is, we still can't figure out who they are.
No matter how many accomplices they have, we'll catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Madame,
Raindrops creating ripples are the rhythm of my dance. Only through celebration.
I like how Julie is trying to get the last Threadstar participant out by being seen in the open. But she's so incredibly pompous.
The mastermind thing.
Oh, whoa. Okay. In this part of the game, the Sovereign of Saxy is about to let me win on purpose, so that she appears to be vulnerable, and then she's gonna like storm off and leave to change into a different outfit, and that's like a nice time for anyone to attack her. So that's what we're doing. I did not expect the random button to actually give me an outfit that looks good. If I remember, the skirt doesn't work with this jacket because it clips through on the other side. Yeah, you see that. But other than that, combine the cat and the mermaid. This camera is so shaky. Also, Nikki said that this is not gonna be suspicious because she already has the Medal of Sexy, which makes me think that this is one of the few events that is actually gated by quite a high amount of story needed. Hey! Nice!
Oh, it's been ages since I've had this much fun. One more dance, just one more.
And she likes it as well.
Julie, I've already beaten you once in front of everyone. I don't want to look like I'm disrespecting the Ripple estate.
Oh, what nonsense. Do you think I, Julie, am afraid to lose? Don't underestimate the Sovereign of Sexy. I've still got an ace up my sleeve. Gordon made me an outfit.
Aw, look at that PC holding the sign with me.
My final move, the raindrop dance, and then we'll have another round. From the highest tower, she finally left.
What a nuisance.
Catch him!
She will pass through the storm. She will find clear skies. After him. Rain will fall. Flowers will bloom.
Part of this dress is so incredibly beautiful. At least it wasn't used the way that I thought it was, and honestly the second half of the story is just pretty fun. I'm gonna like take the time to just stare at me, but the top is really nice, and the hat is really nice, and then whatever's happening with the skirt,
Leon can summon Esslings.
it's just like happening with the skirt. And I would assume that if I would put a kitty coat on top of this, unfortunately I can't do it, it would have the same problem as the mermaid skirt, and it would just stick through. So I couldn't like use another piece of material in order to just flatten this. Ah, timeless melody.
The most boring cameo I've ever played.
It's funny.
Miss Detective, do you really think pulling back the curtain means victory? No.
They're making me preview this outfit, and then it jumps to timeless melody, and I'm like, oh, timeless melody.
Scarlet!
Really?
I've 10 lives.
Really, Nikki? You're afraid of 3 Esslings?
Why will they accept the true blessing?
Do you remember that time when we pulled on timeless melody and that you can just jump into the air and... No, you're just gonna let them both suicide, okay?
Can't be. Do not look down on me.
Fine with me, but weird decision making there, Nikki.
Benny.
Haunted cloth exercised.
So... just like this.
If only we were in the cutscene, Nikki. We could have done something about it. Would have been very easy.
Rose, the dreaming child with secrets glows. Wind blows soft on the ridge,
Nikki.
sending our song.
Nikki, it's okay. They were dead.
Birds
Now they're only twice dead.
and
honestly probably a good thing. Maybe their soul can move on now.
Quietly sing all day long this ancient song.
What's the appropriate thing to do when somebody dies right in front of you? Sing. That will help.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the ending of As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom?
Oh, my dear girl. That one was written by Juliet and Cersei together.
She clenches the tiny broom as small as herself, fighting desperately against the storm.
Magic surges forth. Beneath the pouring rain, the final seed explodes, bursting in a fierce bloom.
The wind paves her way. The petals guide her.
As she breaks through the clouds, silence overtakes all. The sunrise casts its light upon the earth.
There she sees the first clear sky.
Excellent story. Leah would have loved it.
Look, the train is here.
Goodbye, Miss Leora. Bon voyage. Travel safely.
Right, Nikki and I will both miss you.
You two. I'll miss you both so much.
Oh, little Leora, at times like this, you know I always have too much to say. But I don't want to hold you up. I'll skip the fuss and simply wish you never-ending joy and freedom that knows no bounds.
Thank you, Julie. Take care of yourself. Miss Scarlet, you know if you change your mind, I can leave it with you.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. Take it with you. Take Leah to see the faraway places. This world is beautiful, isn't it?
Let's go. Time to leave.
Goodbye.
Why do I expect her to be hit by a train or something? Probably because the scene kind of dragged
Why
on.
do I still feel so sad when everything is clearly over?
It's all right, my friend. Tomorrow will be a brand new day.
I would say that the second half of this patch is just much better than the first half of it this patch. So that's nice. I would put the second half of this patch at about maybe B+. I enjoyed all the gameplay elements. And also, Sovereign of Sexy is honestly kinda cool, even though I made fun out of PCs throughout this whole video. It doesn't... The horrifying aspects doesn't hit quite anywhere near as hard. If this was with humans, it would have been hitting much harder, and it could be a very metal patch. And also, there has been just about 5 million years of meandering, where we had to go a lot of back and forth and do interrogations and talk to people and listen about detergent effects on PCs. And honestly, kind of sleep-inducing, really hard to get through. The actiony bits were the, like, actual good bits. This patch would have been actually better if it was shorter. If they cut down the story by about 2 to 3 hours and just gave us the meat and potatoes instead of whatever it was that we received, it would have been a lot more fun and less boring. But I'm gonna leave that to their writing department because it isn't my job. Did you even, like, get to this point? Because I did see quite a few people that got really bored by it and they just clicked through the story. And honestly, I was half clicking through the story for the majority of it too. because I was also bored. Well, hey, so did you even like get to the ending of this thing? And if you did, what did you think about it? Because what we got on Monday was just not very good. What we got today was okay. Would have been a lot better if there was less of it, weirdly enough. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'm gonna see you on my other Infinity Nikki videos and other videos on this channel in general. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. And toodaloo for now.